Hello, yummy mummies and mummies to be, yummy daddies and daddies to be. Welcome back to the Maternity Diary. Yeah, so we haven't tackled the secret mom truths in a while. So today we will be tackling one of the most common secret mom truths, and it is simply so tired. I always feel so tired. So today's video we are going to talk about why moms always say they are tired, or why are they always feeling tired. Sometimes they do not even verbally say, because that is what the secret mom truth is. We don't verbally say it, but we constantly feel like we are tired. So today this video goes out to both men and women. So first of all, for women to really understand why they are tired, and for men to also understand why is my woman tired, because several times we have, like, I feel tired, and once in a while I speak it out. I say I'm tired, and my husband would be like, "Oh, just go and sit down and rest. You're always trying to do something. Can't you just sit down and rest? Just sit down, my dear, and just rest." But then honestly, most of the time it's not about sitting down and resting. You get what I mean? Because there are so many things that factor into why we are constantly being tired. So if you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button now and share this video with everyone that you know, and anyone that has been, oh God, I appreciate you guys, that has constantly been on this channel, always waiting for new videos to upload. Please, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, TMD family. I am so grateful to you all. I'm very grateful for all the love, all the support. Please do well to share this video to all your contacts. I'm very sure that each and every one of you has at least 100 contacts. Let us push the word out there about maternity, parenting, fatherhood, everything that comes with parenting. So please do share this video, and we'll be right back. Okay, so you're welcome back. So when moms really say that they are tired, it's really important for us to recognize that there are complexities in the entire, like, in the statement, "I am tired." And sometimes we don't actually say it. So moms, you know that we are very tired, but then there are so many complex layers to why we are actually being tired. And it's very important that we know that. Otherwise, we'll keep tackling it in the wrong way constantly, and we continually feel tired, feel drained as mothers. So the term "I am tired" is usually just a phrase to describe all the different, or the wide range of experiences, yeah, the wide range of experiences and emotions that we are currently going through. And it can be associated with even physical tiredness, it can be associated with mental tiredness, emotional tiredness, and all of that. So let's talk about first of all, let's start with the most obvious ones. Okay, so the most obvious ones, number one, reason why we women are always tired is hypersensitivity. Hypersensitivity is actually the enhanced state of sensory sensitivity, accompanied by an exaggerated intensity of all the behaviors whose purpose seem to feel like threats to us. Okay, so usually when they say somebody medically, when they say somebody is hypersensitive, even when they see like an ant coming, immediately like their senses rise, because they feel the need to quickly like run, fight or flee immediately. And honestly, most parents, not just moms, but most parents, we actually develop hypersensitivity or hyper vigilance. That's the word, yes. That's what I've been trying to say all this while. I say hypersensitivity. Anyway, it's still the same. So most of the time, a lot of parents develop hyper-vigilance, okay? As soon as we have our children, we have our babies, we become vigilant because right from birth, especially, right from birth, we begin to check in the middle of the night. Is the baby breathing? She's too quiet. She hasn't woken up this night to feed yet. It's past 3 hours. Is she okay? Is she alive? Is everything okay? We always checking their breathing. If they even turn, they roll during sleep, we try to put them back. So we are constantly awake in the middle of the night because we are we are hyper vigilant, okay? And then it gets to the stage where your child is now a toddler. They're beginning to before they become a toddler, right? Yeah, they begin to crawl. So at the age of 6 months, they are crawling and exploring things. And so in our hyper-vigilance, we begin to baby-proof our house so that the kids will not get hurt. Even simple items like tables, spoons at home, even sometimes toys, we become very vigilant about it because we do we classify them as being dangerous or potential dangers, okay, to our kids. And it's normal that happens, but honestly, spending all day constantly being hyper vigilant actually makes us tired. Because let's say you're cooking, your child is behind you doing something, you are looking, they're coming back, you are doing this at the same time, checking my other son, is he okay? In fact, there are times when as parents we don't hear our children talk. Let's say we are in a different room, we hear absolute silence. What happens to most of us? We immediately start running. What is going on? Then we try to check, is my child okay? Because in my house like this, sometimes my sons will go upstairs quickly, they are playing and they run upstairs, and then all of a sudden I hear silence. Come and see us. My husband and myself will be running to check what is going on. Are they okay? Is everything okay? And hyper-vigilance actually tires us mentally, and we don't even realize it because our senses are always alert to everything, to sound, smell, every single thing, okay, around us. So let's talk about the next reason why we are constantly feeling like we are tired. You're a mom like me. We are multitaskers. I always call myself and people like me 1 man 1,000. In Ghana there's this fish here, little bits, and you need to eat a big chunk of it before you feel like you have eaten the fish. They are so tiny. So 1 man 1,000. I'll put a picture up there so that you can see how it looks like. Yeah, so I call myself as a multitasker as a 1 man 1,000 because I'm constantly doing multiple things at the same time as a mother. And to be honest with you, although that is a very beautiful trait, a very positive trait, and a trait that a lot of people desire, at some point it actually mentally drains you and physically drains you because you are constantly doing 6 things at the same time. You are constantly planning 6 things, and then at the same time you are planning something else in your head at the same time. Let's say you are walking into the room. As a mother, sometimes I'm walking into the room, and as I'm going into the room to do something. As I'm going, I see a toy on the floor, I'm picking it up. I'm like, I didn't water the flower. Then I immediately carry water. So by the time I'm leaving, let's say from the living room to the room where the main task I was trying to do, I would have done several tasks even before that time. And a lot of mothers are used to doing that. There are times when, let's say, I'll be upset on my husband a little bit because, let's say, he's going to a particular place to go and do something in the house, and then on the way there are some random things that I thought you could have just done it on your way, but then that is not how everyone functions, and parents are different. Most mothers are like that because we are constantly trying to do multiple things at the same time. Sometimes you're holding a baby, you're trying to get a lot of things accomplished and a lot of things done before the end of the day, and so by the time you're doing one thing, you'd have ended up doing 6 things during the one. You get what I mean? Yeah, so tell me in the comment section if you are a multitasker like me, if you're 1 man 1,000 like me. And tell me if you think I'm lying. Is it not true, mothers? Are we not constantly doing that? Yes, we are. So another common thing, another common reason why we are constantly tired is the lack of sleep. And when I talk about lack of sleep, honestly, I'm not talking about the fact that we are not maybe sleeping for 5 hours continuously or 7 hours continuously. I am not talking about that at all. So what I mean by lack of sleep usually is that a lot of women go to bed, or a lot of mothers go to bed with so much on their mind. Before, like, every day of school, you're already thinking, okay, have I put this together? Before, while you are trying to sleep, oh, did I put this ready for my son for tomorrow for school? I forgot to reply this email. Oh, no. Then quickly, I have to make sure I reply first thing in the morning. And then, like, you have a million things on your mind. So we go to bed with all those thoughts in our mind. And honestly, that doesn't help us to be able to maximize our sleep, no matter how long or short it is. That doesn't allow us to maximize our sleep. Okay, so let's talk about another reason. Another reason why we are constantly tired as mothers is simple. Yeah, it's medical. It's usually, sometimes it's just anemia. We are anemic, and anemia is actually the lack of red blood cells in your body. Yeah, let the biochemist in me come out. Yeah, so anemia is the lack of blood cells, red blood cells, and the red blood cells is responsible for carrying oxygen throughout the body. And so when mothers lack iron in their red blood cells, okay, they begin to feel dizzy more often, they begin to feel fatigued, and even sometimes we begin to feel grumpy, okay. And it's true, it does happen. Even you as a man, you realize that when you if you do have anemia, you lack iron in your blood. Even can I remember, like, when they say someone has anemia, then they'll go and take like things like Coca-Cola and mix it with tinned tomatoes, and then they drink it as a blood booster, or even malt with milk. With the malt and milk, I still do it, not only when I feel down, but then I'm always doing it. My husband is like, what is that anyway? So anemia can make your body feel like you are never recovering from the day's work. So no matter what you do during the day, you might do so much, you might do so little, you feel like, I'm constantly tired, I'm constantly feeling like I'm depleted. Even when I have rested, I feel like there's some kind of depletion constantly going on in my body. And there are studies to suggest that anemia causes insomnia as well. So insomnia is the inability to sleep well, and that also actually makes your tiredness even worse, because your brain now it's fizzling, you get what I mean, and keeps spiraling during very restless nights. Another reason why we are always tired, and this I talked about it earlier, is the mental workload. Okay, the mental workload of a lot of mothers for the entire family is so much, because we are not just thinking about ourselves. Is everything, most of the time we are thinking about our children. Is everything ready for tomorrow? I forgot to book the doctor's appointment for my child. I forgot to do that. At the same time, you are thinking, did my husband this, my husband this, I should remind my husband about this and that and that. So we are constantly, like, the mental workload. Sometimes I wish like there was like some lens that you could see through as you're walking, and then you see the load that is on a lot of women's head, especially mothers, their heads. Because the mental workload, it includes a lot of things. Sometimes you're thinking about like your finances, health insurance. Last time I was like, I have to check if the health insurance for my child is still like valid, and we're thinking about the education. My son is about to go to kindergarten. I'm thinking about education. Have I done the registration? Have I sent it through? This school and that school. We are comparing like multiple schools. Which one is a better fit for my child right now? And so many things. And you're doing even meal planning in its own. It's a lot of mental workload, because you are trying to plan, Monday, breakfast, lunch, supper, snack, in between, this, that, and it is a lot of work. We are always like trying to find or learn about the resources that we need to provide for our family, or to keep our family constantly functioning properly. Because there are times when we see a lot of people, will be like, your home is so nice, I like the way you and your family are and all of that. They have no idea what the mental workload for that is. So another reason why moms might feel constantly tired is simply because we are feeling lonely. Okay, we feel like nobody cares about us. We are always caring for everybody else, but nobody's really seriously caring about us, checking on us. Are you really okay? Are you really fine? We feel like we're alone. The whole burden is on us. You know what I mean? And it's sometimes like some men will not understand. They're like, what do you mean by I ask you every morning, how are you doing? Even in the night before we sleep, I ask you, how are you doing? It's not really about that, you know. It's not that at all. It goes beyond that, and we feel like we are constantly alone. And that's one reason that we should readily remember. Another reason is that we need help. It's simple. I don't have to spell this out. We need help. And when we need help, sometimes it's not help with, let's say, a mother who has just had a newborn baby and has a toddler, and someone comes to give help, and all the help they're trying to do is to take the baby away from the mother. No, not that kind of help. That's even adding more stress, you know, to the mother. And I've talked about this in my video about what to do when you're visiting, what not to do when you're visiting a newborn or a new parent, you know. So we need help, okay? And the help, seriously, you can really identify what is really helpful. What is really helpful at this time? If, let's say, a mother has a newborn baby, she has a toddler, you can take the toddler out and take him to the park. You can, while you are there to visit, you can even go to the bathroom, try to clean up, scrub, or make a meal for them, you know. That is the kind of help that I'm talking about. Okay, so next one. I feel like I constantly have to be strong for everybody. Like I'm tired of having to be strong for everybody, and that is so true. Some people will say, but what do you mean by that? Truly, sometimes your child is even hurt, and because you're trying to be strong for them, you're trying not to show like your emotions, how frightened you are, or how scared you are, or sad you are, you know. So you have to put up a brave face, and you are constantly tired about that. Let's say the entire family, we are all sick, we all have a cold, and my kids have a cold, my husband has a cold, myself, I have a cold, but then I'm trying to be strong for everybody. So my husband will be behaving like, he's so weak and tired. The children too will be behaving like they're so tired and weak and sick. And me as a mom, I have to be strong for everybody. So even though I have the exact same symptoms, sometimes even worse, as a mom, I am not showing that I'm trying to be strong for everybody so I can help take care of everybody. And look, even not just being a mom, like I'm the first child of 4 children, and I'm the girl and the rest are boys. And growing up, for the longest time, I always had to be strong enough for them. I had to be strong for them. And so there were times I remember, like when we are going for, let's say, immunization, injections, I would always have to go first, just so that I can show them that, it was okay, I'm strong enough. Because if I go and I'm always and screaming, they wouldn't come and then do, you know what I mean? They won't come and they'll also be afraid. So I always have to make them feel like, don't be afraid. So I always had to try out things first, you know. And it was very difficult to be doing that, but I had no choice than to be strong for them. Another example from my personal life that I remember being strong was when my mom passed away. Okay, I remember from the moment that I heard that my mom had passed away, okay, honestly, I was so broken. But then at the time, I had 3 brothers. One was, I believe at the time was 13 or 12, the other was 10, and then the last one was 3, you know. So I couldn't even cry like I should have cried, or I wanted to cry. There were times like it's when everybody's sleeping that I'll be crying in my bed, you know, because in the daytime when they're all around, I have to be strong for them. I have to show them that, Sister Yara is fine, Sister Yara is strong, so that even when they're crying, I can hold them, I can bear them up, I can comfort them. And to be honest with you, during that period, I wasn't comforted at all. And at some point, you feel tired of that when you constantly have to do that. Because I remember even the funeral, I couldn't even cry because I had to be strong. And the annoying thing was that some people who weren't even close family friends of ours were wailing as if whatever. And I was trying to put up a brave like face, you know, and be there for my brothers, and it was really, really tiring and hard. And I've had to do things like that for the longest time, and even as a mom, I'm still doing things like that. Even when I'm afraid of something, I'm afraid that, oh, what, this is going to happen, or this could happen, I still have to put up a strong face, you know. So this is like, from my own experience, you can see how we constantly feel tired. We feel tired of being strong for everybody else but ourselves, you know. Okay, so let's move to the next one. So the next one is I'm tired of being judged and being shamed. Okay, sometimes like being judged by different people. It could be like, even sometimes maybe our own mothers, they are feeling like, you have 3 children, you can't take care of them well, like, because you're always trying to be perfect. You're trying to look perfect for everybody, and that greatly affects us. You don't want to be shamed by other mothers because maybe you don't know how to breastfeed your child properly, or you don't know how to change diapers or do something particularly very well, and so you are constantly feeling like, I'm tired of being judged. It could be even by in-laws. Let's say your mother-in-law is around, your father-in-law is around, and you don't want them to judge you, so you are like always putting up, you feel tired, you can't even be yourself, you know what I mean? Yeah. So the next one is that I'm stressed. This one is simple. Yes, I'm stressed. I'm stressed about everything around me, and that is why I'm tired. It's that simple. I don't need to give more explanation to that. And last but not the least, I am tired of feeling like I'm unworthy. I'm tired of feeling like I'm not good enough as a mother, you know. And this doesn't only come from like maybe trying to impress or look good to family and people around you, but sometimes because we are looking at other people. And I've said this many times, if someone even on social media is making it, you don't know them, they don't even know they are doing that to you. They are putting up like the perfect home, the perfect kitchen, the perfect bedroom, the perfect gardening and all of that. Please, it makes you feel unworthy sometimes, and if it does, please unfollow them. Honestly, if it's me, unfollow me. Because look, put yourself out there first. Mothers, put yourself out there first. Parents, put yourself out there first. If someone is making you feel pressured, like you're not good enough, please put yourself out there first. So I hope today you learned something new. If you're a mother, I know that some of these reasons you're like, I didn't realize, yeah, that's true. This is why I'm tired. This is why because most of the time you feel like you're not feeling well, you're sick, you know, and then it happens that it's not that, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, guys, I hope you learned something new. Please drop a comment for me. Your comments are reducing as the days go by. Your likes are reducing as the days go by. Please do not watch any video of mine without liking the video and commenting. Please, 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 please do that. I hope you learned something new from today's video. And the next time your wife, your mother, a woman, a mother tells you they're tired, know that it's more complex than you think. It's not just about physical tiredness, it goes beyond what you could think. So until next time, don't forget to stay happy. Wait, I didn't tell you. Look, see how I'm looking so beautiful? This hair is by me. Yeah, I need to give myself some, yeah. So don't forget, before you go, please don't forget to share this video to everybody that you know. Please do like this video and share with all your contacts. You never know whom these videos are helping. So I appreciate all the love. So until next time, don't forget to stay happy, stay healthy, stay beautiful, and never ever forget that God loves you. See you next time on the Maternity Diary.
Live my life like it's my last day. Live my life like it's my last day.